Rahman Rahim. Look to your Prophet. Don't look anywhere else. If you look in the world, you're going to say, well, if you're doing something good and there's difficulties in the way, then why bother? You will lose your faith. If you look through the eyes and the knowledge of the world, they're going to say, any difficulty in the world, it is bad. Anything that brings you joy and pleasure and happiness, it is good. Don't listen to that either. If you're a believer, if you're a Muslim, especially it makes it a little bit easier, look to your Prophet, ﷺ. Look to the prophets, 124,000 prophets. They are the ones most beloved to Allah. They are the ones who love Allah most. All of them, their lives are the most difficult lives. Correct or not? Even those ones who are ruling, they're the most difficult lives. Here, in this world. Because this world is our enemy. This world is not our friend. This world is a trap. This world will chew you up and spit you out. This world, it is evil. And if we get too comfortable in this world, either they're preparing a very big trap for us, or we become one with our enemies. 124,000 prophets, they all faced difficulties. The Holy Prophet, ﷺ, he went through every difficulty that every person went through. Look to his life. When you look to his life and the life of his companions and the lives of the awliya Allah, and you understand the difficulty that they're going through, understanding their faith and understand their reasons why, then with following in that way, you will not find it difficult. These are not difficulties. I don't like to play with semantics, but these are not difficulties. These are certain challenges that a person of faith you have to have. Because if there are no challenges in this way, then you are not going to be polished, and you are not going to be cleaned and cut to become something that is beautiful. You'll still be that piece of glass looking object in the ground. With these difficulties, that object in the ground, which is a diamond, you will have to go through not only tremendous pressure for thousands of years, but after it has become that object, that entity, then it has to be polished and cut 1,000 times to become something that is going to be of value. And that is of value that only the kings and the emperors will take and understand and give value to. So the prophets, they went through that. If we're calling ourselves believers in the way of the prophets, then we're going to understand that these are not challenges. These are the things that is going to shape us. These are the things that are going to polish us. These are the things that's going to cut us to, at least first, to make us to understand that this world is not a paradise. This world is not our home. If we have not built a relationship to our home while still here, our original home, that death in our life will be very difficult. But if you've built that relationship already, this life, even if it is very difficult, it is going to be easy because you understand the wisdom of it. Because you know even if I live in this world 1,000 years and it is complete hell, one day I'm going to be free. After this, I'm going to be free forever. And that gives you hope. What kind of hope does the other man that he has, who lives in this world for 1,000 years with every kind of pleasure, but he knows that after this, he's going to enter into disaster forever. That 1,000 years of pleasure, how is it going to taste to him? There is no taste, because he knows all this is going to end. Every single moment is just bringing him closer and closer to that end. Difficulties will end. Inshallah. Do you know when it's going to end? When we die, it's going to end. Because if we are in the spiritual way, we are engaged completely until our last 7 breaths, maybe, in the greatest struggle, in the biggest jihad that is against our nafs. Continuously. And the time when our nafs is not going to have any control over us, that like that is when, in that last 7 breaths, we finished and we escape now into that other world. We leave this behind. That's the time it's going to end. That's the time that difficulties will end, and we're entering into just the beginning of an endless journey back to our Lord that is going to bring us endless and infinite pleasure and happiness and visions and openings. But for those ones who are running away from their Lord and running into their pleasures and their desires and into this dunya, then that death is just the beginning of a complete disaster. The disaster is not punishment because you do something bad and I have to punish you. No, because everyone's return is back to Allah. But because now you did not wake up to prepare for that return while you're still in this world, the wake-up call that came in 104 books, in 124,000 prophets, that comes with hundreds and thousands of saints and the friends of Allah, if you're still not waking up with all those messages that Allah sent to you, Allah speaking to you, the angels speaking to you, your heart, your intelligence, your conscience speaking to you, you're still not getting yourself ready, at that time they will make you ready because your destination is back. But they'll make you ready in the grave and in the fire. That is not punishment. That is to make us ready. May Allah not test us with that. Be with the people that are strong, the people in this way. You will be strong. You cannot be by yourself. It is very difficult to be by yourself. It is not only Allah is alone. Ahad. We cannot be alone. The order is to be a jamaat, together. Ya Jami, to be together. Inshallah. It is not to be identical, no, but to be together. To have now to take support and to learn from each other. And that time you'll be able to understand and overcome these difficulties. And that time the return is going to be very sweet. Difficulties happening, challenges happening, you say, oh Allah, this is another chance for me to understand my Lord more. There's another chance for me to understand myself more. There's another chance for me to have more knowledge because of these difficulties that are happening. But like I said, we shouldn't ask for it. We're asking Allah not to test us, but this is our intention, that when it comes, that Allah make us to be sincere, make us to be ready for that. ومن الله توفيق. الفاتحة. Amen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This much is enough, inshallah rahman. May Allah forgive me and bless you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Fatiha. Amen. Assalamu alaikum.